All right, guys. So it's been a crazy few weeks. I'm gonna try to get through this the best that I can, but I wanted to come on and just give you guys an update on just life. You may have noticed it's a little quieter around the house, or just noticed that you haven't seen our dogs. So I'm going to back up a little bit to, I think it was November the 7th. It was a regular day. Jay went to work. I'm sorry. Jay actually was home, and I can't even remember the reason. I think he was supposed to go in half a day that day. So work began as normal. That Friday, it was a Tuesday. And I was planning, I actually had a busy day that day. I planned to go to get my driver's license with my new last name. And then I planned to go do a cocktail making class with a friend of mine. So, like I said, day was going as normal. My car battery was actually dead as well. So Jay was actually helping me out. Now it's coming back. So Jay was actually helping me out so we could get my battery changed because he was trying to do it, wouldn't work. So anyways, I ended up needing him to take me to the DMV to get my driver's license because my car wouldn't start. So at this point, he was supposed to go into work. He ended up canceling that and just taking the rest of the day off. So we leave to head to the DMV. Brownie and Earl are here at the house. And for a little while, when we would leave, we would put Earl in the cage or his kennel. Or we would put Brownie up in my bedroom and he would be out here. And so we leave to go, and I make a decision. Earl went outside. We thought he was fine to not use the restroom. He has been getting the hang of potty training. So we decide to leave the house and leave him and Brownie out together just to see how they do. I had an appointment at 3 p.m. for the DMV. For some reason, they had system issues, and so it took a lot longer. It should have just been a quick 15, 20-minute trip, but because of the wait being pushed due to their system issues, we were there for a little over an hour. So we made it back home, and with plans to run straight over to get my battery fixed on my vehicle, and hopefully in time for me to still make it to the cocktail class that I was heading to that evening. So we arrived back at home from the DMV, and Jay, I think he's sitting in the car because I was just gonna run in and I think I don't remember what I was running in to do, but I was just gonna run in and then we were gonna head out to go. He was gonna follow me to get my battery replaced. I walk in, and I already start feeling something is wrong. Earl meets me at the door, but I don't see Brownie. I don't see her in her bed, which I can usually see right from our garage door. So I walk into the living room to find her in the middle of the floor, clearly wounded. And she wasn't doing very well. Earl had played a little rough with her. As you guys know, she was 14, and she was 14-year-old Chihuahua, very small, and he was a pretty big puppy. And I believe strong-heartedly that he just was playing a little too hard with her and caused some really pretty bad injuries. So I immediately freaked out, of course, and yelled for Jay. And he came, and we ended up rushing Brownie to the emergency vet. At this point, you know, my car is still not working, so Jay had to come. We you know, put Earl, got him settled, and we left. We arrive at the vet. The whole time I'm praying and I'm freaking out because I see she's visibly wounded, and you know, she's awake, and she seems to be, you know, coherent enough to know what's going on. So we get to the vet, and of course they go back and take her for exams and just to check on her. But then the vet was able to come back and give us an update, and the verdict wasn't very good. She had some really bad, you know, bites and scratches on her, and they were worried that she may have some internal damage and bleeding. They couldn't tell from her wounds at that point. But due to her age and her size, they were worried about any complications that she may have if they did any surgery, or if she had any infections or anything that happened to pop up due to her wounds. So we really weren't given a lot of options. I mean, we could have had her go through surgery, but it was a chance she wouldn't make it through the surgery. And then other options were to monitor overnight and to see how she would respond in the morning, if she had any decline, or if she was, you know, still okay. But that option was also risky, again, due to her age and her size and just all the factors that could have played into her staying there. And so the other option was to euthanize her. And so, after a lot of thought, in a really hard time, Jay and I made that decision to put her down. I have some footage from that day. I haven't even watched since that day. I haven't looked at it, but I wanted you guys to have an opportunity to see her as well before for the last time. So I'm gonna put a clip of her here, and it was in the hospital before we had to say goodbye. So I'll put that in here. Never expected this, guys. Lord. Brownie is we're probably gonna have to I think we're gonna have to make that decision today, guys, about Brownie. Long story, but I'm really devastated, guys. I don't even know what to say. I don't want to make this decision, but I don't know if we're gonna have an option. Brownie is really hurt, and being that she's old and so small, they just don't see her going through surgery successfully, which means
we have the option of waiting it out to see if she's okay. But waiting it out costs a lot of money, and we still don't know if after waiting if she'll be any stronger. And if she goes through the surgery again, they don't know if she is even strong enough to make it out. But guys, I just don't want her to be in pain. Just so heartbroken. Y'all know how much Brownie means to me. I've had her for 14 years. She's been in college with me, first apartment, just all of the things. And I'm devastated, but we're gonna do what's best. We're gonna make a decision that means that she's gonna be okay and she's not gonna be in pain. So I just want to show you guys her one more time, just in case. Please send us all of your thoughts and prayers, because this is gonna be hard for me, guys. It's gonna be really hard. So I'm gonna show Brownie one more time so y'all can see her. Oh, baby, I love you so much, Brownie. And I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry Mommy can't do anything else for you. I'm so sorry. And I love you so much. Best dog ever. And it's okay. Baby, I know. So, if anybody knows me, knows how much I loved my Brownie. She was my road dog. She was my baby. I mean, I had her 14 years of her life and literally half of mine. And she went everywhere with me. She went to college, high school. I mean, first apartment, first everything, you know. I joke about it because it's true. She held a lot of secrets for me. And I don't know what I would do if she could talk. But she was the best. She was the best dog. And I miss her so much. I miss her incredibly. But I have her with me. They were able to cremate her body and have her in a cute little box. And I also have a lock of her fur and a paw print. I'll show that to you guys as well. And it's been a few weeks, so I feel like I'm okay to talk about it. I very much miss her, but she lived a really good life. And I know she knew that I loved her more than anything. I told her that all the time. So I know she knew that. We also had to make a tough decision for Earl, just out of safety for Elise. You know, she was already a little afraid of him, and we thought for sure that she would warm up to him. She wasn't warming up to him. However, just out of concern for her safety and just the pure just hurt, you know, that I felt. And I didn't blame him because I know, you know, in hindsight, looking back, we didn't really set Brownie or Earl up for success. Like, Earl is a very dominant male breed and Brownie is older, more fragile, and just couldn't defend herself. And so I didn't blame him, and I didn't want him to be punished or, you know, euthanized himself. So taking him back to the shelter wasn't an option. That was never a thought. for me personally, I wanted to find him a home where he would thrive and that he could be the dominant head honcho. And so Jay and I were able to rehome him to a family, or sorry, to a gentleman who's really a part of Jay's fraternity. And he had actually recently lost one of his pets. And so he was really excited to have Earl as his pet. And he's going to be the only dog in the home, and he's going to be well loved and taken care of, which that for me is everything I could have asked for. I truly love that dog. I still do love Earl. I'm hurt that we weren't able to be a home for him that he could thrive in. When we adopted him, my intention was to have him forever and to take care of him. I definitely could have done better at, really planning it out and setting him up for success. So, I've already done the blame game, you guys. So I feel like I'm past that point. But I just wanted to let you guys know, because you haven't seen Brownie, you haven't seen Earl, and that's why. So Brownie is in a better place. She is in doggy heaven. She's probably begging for all the treats. She's probably jumping on all the things because when she got older, she wasn't able to. So I know she would be jumping on all of the furniture and snuggled up somewhere under somebody's blanket. So I'm very thankful for my 14 years with her. And I really do miss her dearly. So, all right. So here's Brownie. I need to get this put on here, but here she is. They made her a box and got a lock of her fur. And then her paw print. So I will always have these to remind me of my baby. So yeah, I definitely miss her more than anything, guys. Seriously, a lot. But there's always joy after all of the sorrow. There's always sunshine after the rain. And I have a new sunshine. And I want you guys to meet him. So, Jay and I still wanted a dog in our home. And we found the most perfect baby. And he's been with us a few days. And we are so in love with him. And I am so happy that he is a part of our family. And I'm going to share him with you now. Meet Kobe. This is Kobe. Kobe is our mini golden doodle who just made 11 weeks today. He is mama's cutie boy. I love him so much. Fun fact about Kobe. Kobe is a Virgo, just like mommy. And he shares a birthday with one of my really good bestest friends, Kat, September the 8th. So, again, we are so in love. Elise is adjusting to him much better. She's still got a little ways to go. Clearly, this girl is not a dog person yet. But my goal is to turn her into one, and she seems to be warming up. So we're super excited to have him. I just woke him up from his nap, so that's why he's a little bit sleepy right now. But you guys will see him in future vlogs. I've actually already started vlogging and accidentally put him in the vlog before I realized I haven't actually introduced you guys to him. So again, he is 11 weeks old, and it's Kobe, and we love him, and I'm just so happy. So I think Brownie would definitely approve, and we are super excited to watch him grow and just love on him for all the years to come. So welcome to the family. Welcome to the vlog, Kobe. And we hope you guys love him just as much as we do. I just want to say thank you guys just for being around and sticking with us. If you watched this whole thing, thank you. We'll be back to our regular vlog schedule. I know we took some time, had some time off, and just needed to grieve and just work through a lot. There have been some other loss family-wise as well. I can let Jay share as much as he would like on that. But, just November was a really hard month. But yesterday it was Thanksgiving, and I just so reminded of all of the things that I should be thankful for, like my family, my husband, Miss Elise, my bonus baby, my mom and family, and Nana and Papa, all of those people that are still around, my dad, my sisters. So I just am thankful, and he's getting restless now, so I'll wrap us up. But we just appreciate all of the love, and we can't wait to share more of our lives with you guys. So thanks again for watching. We'll take all the prayers as we transition into parenthood with this big boy. And we love you guys. Say bye, Kobe. All right, bye, guys.